Do you know the difference between a fib, a white lie, and a whopper?
Hello everybody and welcome to the show. It's our little show, and it's called No More Whoppers. My name is Ray Barnholt, the new Yellow Ranger, and joining me is disgraced cruise ship captain Alex Fraioli.
Hi folks.
Hi,
nice
Alex.
to be here.
Now, this is a podcast where we discuss what matters to us, and that's a short list, so we'll mostly be bullshitting and complaining about, society and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because, we like things, but we also hate things.
That's true. That's a fair assessment.
The internet is a good place to hate things.
It is. I don't want to hate too many things, though.
Really?
Well,
I mean, it's fun, though. It's fun. You cannot deny
it's good sport. It's like hunting humans for sport. It's like, okay, maybe it's fun, but I'd feel kind of bad doing it, maybe.
Right. And, we'll discuss other ways to hate things, as we go on in the future.
Yes.
But let me continue the introductions a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Now, people may know us or may not, and I just want to get that out of the way. My name is Ray, and I'm kind of a writer of video games and stuff. You may know me as someone who worked at oneup.com or GamePro. Right now I make a little game magazine called Scroll, and I'm trying really hard to get a job, and it sucks because games are the only thing I really like, and now I'm getting way off track. But that's me, basically. And I know Alex from a site that we used to run about video games.
Hi.
And used to work on. Now, Alex, that's your turn.
Oh,
who are you right now? Who are you in this moment?
Where?
No, who and where?
Oh,
and what? And how?
Okay, well, the where is... No, the who? That's Alex. Fraioli. It's an Italian name. I'm Alex! Yeah, I should just let you introduce me with drops. Just with drops. Alex! As Ray said, I'm Alex. I used
Now, this is the thing.
What?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interject.
Is this a drop, or are you actually talking now?
No, I'm talking.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, shut up. We are recording this very far apart from each other.
That's true.
You are actually living in Japan, is that correct?
That's right. I've been living in the beautiful city of Nagoya, Japan for the past 5 years.
You mean Nagoya?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Nagoya. Y'all got that, Nagoya? I'll tell you what I do like. Oh, wait, I can't remember. I had a joke.
Oh, first episode jitters.
Pac-Man for NES. I'm jizzing in my pants right now.
So you can
And that's
see.
exactly what I'm going to be talking about. That's really the tone of what, when I start talking about games.
I think so.
Not encounter.
I don't want to say that I'm against games. I just I'm still a huge fan of the games that I grew up with. If anybody knows me, I'm a huge Dragon Quest nerd, and I still am.
Yeah. All 2 games that you played, you're still a big fan of.
Yes. I just don't like games these days. I'm moving away from consoles. I'm going handheld only. I've got a bunker in the woods.
Too bad.
I've got a book note.
Oh my god!
See, Luigi's really sad.
Charles Martinet is killed to hear the news.
Yeah, twice over, in fact.
Oh my God!
What the fuck was that?
It was Wario.
Oh. Does he do Wario too?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
He does everybody except the females.
I'm sorry.
One of the great cliches of the English teacher in Japan is the concho.
Oh, yeah.
The two-fingered
Yes.
butt poking that a lot of kids like to do to their teachers.
That is true. Because before I was doing just the lowest of the low, the Eikaiwa.
Now you do metallurgy.
Now I made a broadsword. But now I do the ALT or alt thing, whereas before it was just English lessons, like 1-to-1, which is they're both demeaning in their own way, and I'm sure I'll address those later. But as an ALT, I am sort of more on the front lines of battle with the kids, and yet I've only been conchoed, I think, twice in 2 years. And once I was working in elementary school, and I kind of saw the kid, and I turned before he had really achieved any sort of breach. And then, but the second time in a junior high school, a kid fucking put a hole in my pants. When I get crazy drunk, the only thing I want to do, the only two things I want to do in the world are eat 2 Big Macs and then go right to bed. I'm Alex.
God, if that's gonna kill you every time.
Yes, it is.
No, I think hopefully by episode 50 you'll be jaded enough.
Oh, you'll know when the charm wears off.
Yeah.
Alex. you have a separate one that's just my name?
Yeah. In case you're ever gone, you know?
Gold.
In case I need to fill in.
Okay.
Like I can be like, hey, everybody, it's me, Ray Barnholt, and with me this week is
Alex.
And Alex is going to tell us some things about himself. Go ahead, Alex.
I'm Alex.
And so on.
I guess I'm talking about more recent stuff. What?
You mean the one camera stuff, or?
Yeah, something like Extras or The Office, where...
What about the IT Crowd?
Is that British?
Yes.
I've never seen it.
And it's very funny.
Yeah.
And it has overlaid laughter, and it's multi-camera.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should check it out, by the way.
should.
It's basically the opposite of the Big Bang Theory in that it has nerd characters, but they don't go overboard with it. You know, there is no... I mean, there is like a halfway retarded guy, but he doesn't like...
Yeah.
He's likable.
Man,
I didn't mean to use that word so flippantly, by the way.
What, likable?
Yeah.
Here's another thing that kind of gets me about the eating on TV is that I appreciate that they are making the most of the high definition technology, because there are some food close-ups that I am in awe of. It looks so delicious. And then what I don't get is they don't have some sort of method for holding these things in place. Like, it's just, okay, you're zooming in. You got a high-def camera, I guess. You're zooming in on this food, but it's still being held by a guy. It's on a fork in a guy's hand. And when you zoom in that close, it's like there's a fucking earthquake going on. Everything is shaking. The food is shaking wildly. Why? Like, you can freeze frame it, right? Or you could put it, like, go to the plate, zoom in on the plate. It's not moving on the plate. Or maybe there's a real earthquake going on, and you don't want to stop filming because film is expensive.
Was that the complaint?
I forgot what my point was. No, yeah, it's just the shaking.
People can't hold themselves.
No, but why did they all have the food palsy? What the fuck is that?
It's not Jesus. It's not that.
Are you sure?
I'd rather you keep going on with your comedy point.
Okay.
To be honest.
Yeah, me too. I forgot where I was.
Oh, God. Don't make me play the drop. I don't want to this time.
I was also looking for freelance writing work, and I started writing an article for a local magazine. Freebie, it turns out, and I didn't get paid for it, surprisingly. But it was an article about Japanese comedy, and the editor of the magazine was organizing an Oktoberfest event in a park in the city.
Chance to drink.
Yeah, chance to drink, chance to hear some live music. And he knew I was writing this article about comedy. He said, hey, man, we're doing this Oktoberfest thing in the park next month. Why don't you come down? I need somebody on stage to kind of MC the whole thing. And maybe we'd like you to do maybe 20, 25 minutes of stand-up at the top of the show and maybe another set in the middle. If
20 to 25 minutes.
That's my first thought was, this is insane.
That's,
and then,
you can't do that as a beginner.
Yeah, and then another, in the middle of the show, is like, maybe another 10 or 15 if you feel up to it.
Oh, my God.
But I'm so desperate. Yeah. I'm so desperate for experience. And I say, yes, of course, man. Yeah, this just sounds fantastic.
So now you have to scramble to get a solid 25 minutes as your first bit ever.
Meanwhile, I had been scrambling for a year and a half to have a solid 10.
Oh,
I'm now digging up everything in my notebooks. I'm scrounging everything together. I'm like, yeah, this is almost funny. I can use this.
I respect your enthusiasm. Anyway, continue.
Well, then I get there the morning of the event, and he goes, oh, man, listen, okay. I talked to the bands, and they don't want to be pushed back that late. So here's what we're going to do. Can you just do there's 6 bands playing. Can you just do 5 minutes of comedy between each band? Mm-hmm. And this fucking destroys me because I had.
Really?
Well, no. Well, yeah, because I had worked into my set this whole storyline about my family, and it develops.
Oh.
And if I take a break every so often, it loses the momentum.
Uh-huh.
And so, like I do a solid 5 minutes, and then this band comes on, and then I go back up, and I'm like, "Babe, remember when I was talking about my brother?"
Oh God!
Well, no, that didn't happen because
but just the thought of it.
What did happen was, everybody gets there. The show starts. He's on stage. He announces, "Welcome to the magazine's Oktoberfest party."
Is that the name of the club? The magazine?
Yeah, it's called the
That's
magazine.
a good name.
I'm not even going to say the name of the magazine because I don't want to give them the business. Yeah. I do want to give them the business though. And he's on stage welcoming everybody, and then he hands the mic off to me. But before he does, he goes, "All right, everybody, we got this guy Alex Fraioli with the he's here for the event. He's going to help us out. He's going to be doing some comedy for us between the bands." And then I was very excited because he was about to hand the mic off to me, and I'm locked and loaded. I'm ready to go. Everybody's sitting down. Just before he hands me the mic, he's like, he takes it back. He goes, "Oh, I just forgot. In the back, there's free beer and hamburgers."
So
God. everybody in the crowd stands up.
Fuck me.
And walks
oh my God.
to the back of the amphitheater and just starts pouring beer and getting hamburgers. And I start going, and I'm like 30 seconds in, and I'm talking to nobody.
No.
I'm playing to nobody.
No.
And I eventually, I just slowly stepped back and gave the mic back to him, and I never went back on stage.
That is awful.
I thought you were going to say awesome.
No.
Oh.
Well, it's awesomely awful.
Yeah, this is awesomely awful.
Play along for once in your goddamn life.
Yes, they're the same.
With me
it means,
and my bullshit.
It means 99 car, because it costs 99 yen.
I'm trying to work with you and build a relationship, and therefore a project such as this, and you just can't play along for 1 fucking second of your goddamn life.
You know what I hear when you talk? All I hear is,
"Even the mighty Ramses is taking me for a wimp."
I hate you so
I hear
much.
fucking nonsense.
That does sound a lot like me, though,
Does
I
it?
must say. Yeah.
This guy sounds a lot like you.
Pac-Man for NES. I'm jizzing in my pants right now.
That's my fault, because I gave you that. That's on me. That is on me. Okay, let's see.
I for some reason, Monday I was just dead to the entire world. I spent all day Sunday at home doing podcast stuff, and then I went to work dead on Monday. Something happened Tuesday. On Wednesday, I was a fucking dynamo.
That's right.
And I still don't know what happened. I was just so packed full of energy. Wednesday, Thursday, and all day Friday. I felt like sluggish, and I was overly sensitive. I was if my coworkers would ever talk to me, I would have snapped at somebody. But no, I just went home and collapsed, and then worked on Tuesday.
Collapsing's good. I think everybody should have a good collapse every week or so.
But then something happened on Tuesday that kind of supercharged me, and I don't know what it was.
Oh, you mean like a higher power?
I actually I wrote about that in my little therapy journal at work. Maybe something.
Wait, that doesn't. Therapy journal. So you wrote that you didn't know what was causing your boost?
Yes, I wrote down a bunch of theories. Folks, over the past month, I've put down about 20,000 words in a Word document at my job in my free time, and trying to get to the root of Alex.
Right.
Really.
I'm Alex.
Exactly. When I hit the end of the article, that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to jump out of my chair and just shout,
Alex.
Yes.
Alex. Alex.
So last night it was. I left the bar. I got to the bar at about 5 after work. Shut
keep going.
up.
No, just keep going.
I drank until about 8 or 8:30, and then I left. Went to McDonald's. The sale wasn't on yet. I noticed when I got there. It said the sale started on Friday at 10:30 p.m.
Yeah.
So
p.m.
So what does Chucklefuck do? He orders a Big Mac combo and then sits down at full price. Sits down, eats the whole thing. It's
wow.
It's 8:30 or 9 at this point.
Oh my God.
and it's Friday night, and I'm thinking, you know what? It is so close to 10:30. I'm going to go back to the bar.
No.
I'm going to have 2 more drinks.
No.
I'm going to chill out until 10:30. Then I'm going to come back to McDonald's and get 2 Big Macs and then take them home.
No.
And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, God. Why'd you do that? Seriously.
Oh my God!
Be true.
I'm very disappointed in you right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because,
I'm Alex. Now, hang on a second. I believe it's me who is... All right, thank you. That was our first segment.
Alex.
God, you're so easy to break. What is with you? This show's going to turn into shit already. It's our second episode and it's already shit thanks to you breaking all the time. Why are you so easy to break?
I don't know. I guess I just might want to laugh is all.
All I have to do is play you say your goddamn name. Aren't you used to that by now? You invented it, for one thing. You're the one that kept saying,
I'm Alex.
and now you...
I really did. I'm sorry.
You're insane, you know that?
I know.
You and I saw this trailer for this movie starring it features the return of Frankie Muniz,
Oh my God.
the eponymous Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
It's called Pizza Man, and it's, for one thing, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I can already tell that from the 4.5-minute trailer.
Yeah.
The rest of the cast is like no one under 45.
Yeah.
It's Muniz and like his love interest girl. That's another young character. Then I guess like a bully character who's maybe a little bit older looking, and then it's Shelley Long and Michael, what's his name, the dad from Family Ties.
Yeah.
Corbin Burnson, and Diamond Dallas Page as the villain.
Right.
As the super villain. Not really super, but he does get his face mangled.
Yeah, he
up.
gets a cheese face.
Right, yeah. You cannot laugh out loud the first time you see that.
Yeah.
And, I think in some respects, that's probably what they're going for. So, again.
And it's got Adam West appearing for about a second in the doorway.
Yep. Oh, and Stan Lee, of course.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't even catch him in the trailer. Where was he?
At the very end.
Oh, God.
Of course, right? You saved the best for last.
It's true.
The Mario Brothers.
Yeah, he gets super strength and then also instant healing like the super tomato because he ate the tomato.
That's right.
The question I have in the back of my mind,
what's that?
Which is now in the front of my mind,
yes,
is he going to poop it out?
Oh, I don't know.
It's not about butthole pleasures at all.
I am going to murder you!
That's my line.
Thank you.
That's my line.
Oh.
There's fashion modeling. There's nude modeling.
I dropped some rubber bands. Excuse me for a second.
Butterfingers, 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 do-wop, do-wop, do-wop.
Anyway, I wanted to address... So we've gotten some of our some reviews from our first episode already.
Oh, God. Are you really doing this?
Well, no, this is not a huge thing. I just a lot of people seem to like the show. That makes me happy. A lot of people seem to be put off by the drops, and I just want to say if you're not into the drops,
Can I be more specific?
Yes,
people are equally in favor of the show, but the drops confuse them very much.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, we really like your. This is me doing them talking to us.
Yeah,
we really like your serious conversation, and the topics were interesting, and you had good things to say. But man, the drops, so annoying. And yeah, as you said, people are a little bit conflicted about it, and I feel that if you want that good discussion, and only that good discussion, there are plenty of podcasts out there for you to listen to.
Right.
We like to goof it up. Yes.
No, go ahead. Make your point still.
I guess my main point is we're doing this kind of responsibly. I think drops have this reputation of being morning zoo bullshit. This is not Barnholt and Greasy in the Morning Zoo crew. This is... We're actually using... Oh, shut up.
Could be.
I was about to say we're using these responsibly.
Look,
while the
you
monkey
made your
just
point
kept
there.
going. Okay.
You made your point.
I just, we're doing this mostly for our own amusement, but we're not amused by bullshit. So we
For example, this.
Mr. Black. Mr. Black.
cracks me up.
Works for me.
Yeah, and of course, I think there's only really one thing to say to all this, not to cut you off on your point.
Oh, no. I'm pretty much done.
There's really only one thing to say.
What's that?
I'm Alex.
There you go, folks.
Thanks so much.
I'm Ray. You're a good friend.
That's so nice of you to say.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have to shut this whole thing down
You're a
now.
good friend. I'm Ray. You're a good friend.
Alex. I'm Alex. I'm Alex.
Shut up.
I sold an NES to get a Super NES.
I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, sorry.
I'm absolutely done.
Sorry.
I'm walking away.
Sorry, folks.
Goodbye.
Don't. Come back.
I'm sorry, Ray.
I'm just kidding you, goofball.
Okay. You know, because we're buddies, right?
In a way. In a manner of speaking.
Hey, buddy, don't say no.
Are you really gonna use them up all now?
I got 2 pages here, man. I'm
before the
excited
show?
to use
When
these.
People, shut up.
right.
Don't tell people how pathetic.
Don't
you
tell me to shut up.
Are. I'm telling you.
Could you not?
Okay. You should play those nice ones again.
I'm Ray. You're a good friend.
Yeah. There. No, everything's back to normal.
You know, I gave in a little bit last week to the,
Don't say it.
200 yen Big Macs.
No.
Yeah, but you know what?
Why do I? First of all, you know the show.
Yeah, I'm
it's
sorry.
I'm reminding you again.
That's fine.
What are we gonna have to do?
Well, hang on. I want to say I'm happy now that the sale has ended for the time being.
Right. But
Now it's and
it
it,
can always come back.
I hope it does.
No.
And
No.
what's going on?
No, you don't. I'm trying to get you on the straight and narrow.
I know. Well, you know what? I'm not going to have one for a while, and I'm especially not going to have one after drinking, because it's only really after I've been drinking that it tastes really good to me. Like if I have one normally, like if I have anything from McDonald's normally, and I'm not getting on an anti-fast food high horse like a lot of people I know. You know, but I am saying.
Can I make one point?
Yes.
You know what else tastes really good after drinking or getting high?
What?
Everything.
No, not everything.
Everything.
A carrot?
Pretty much. I would think so. Yeah.
No, it's okay. Maybe when you're high, everything will taste good. But when you've been
especially a carrot
drinking,
man.
oh, I wish I had a carrot right now. When you've been drinking, you kind of crave anything salty or excessive in any of.
I'd like to throw in pregnancy.
Any
to
of
that.
yeah, you crave pregnancy is what I'm saying.
No, I mean
I don't understand.
the food stuff.
Oh, that's
Please
right.
continue.
Well, what I was saying is
I want to hear how bad you are.
No, I'm not bad. I'm saying ordinarily, I can't really enjoy fast food that much because I don't know. After I eat it, I get this feeling. This is from an old Jim Gaffigan bit, but he says, "Did I eat that or just rub it on my face?" Because that's what it feels like to me after I finish eating something. But if I drink a lot and then I go to McDonald's and I sit down, I think 2 things. First of all,
I'm Alex.
and then second of all, this
Could be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger ever.
I had a moment this week where I sort of confirmed to myself that I'm not as Costanzian as I thought that I was.
And that's a good thing?
Oh, that's a great thing.
Okay.
I was at, folks, here's a shock. I was at the bar. This is Friday.
Really?
Well, Friday night.
What up, Al?
Friday night. And I order a beverage, and my change comes, and I notice that the girl...
You're trying so hard to make it sound good.
I
purchased a beverage at the local public house.
There was a transaction. Money changed hands. I ordered a drink, and it came, and I paid, and I got my change, and I realized that the girl had given me an extra 100 yen coin in my change. Now
it's like $1.
That's like $1.20. So yeah, I would have. No, wait. Yeah.
I was trying to make it easy to understand
Okay.
for people.
Ordinarily, Alex would have pocketed it and walked home and kicked a cat on the way home. Just, I'm awesome. I got more money. But I said, "Oh, miss, excuse me.
I'll tell you what, you're halfway to a Big Mac.
Yeah, well, man, oh, fuck. I said, miss, excuse me, it appears you've overpaid me by 100 coins. Here you are. She says, oh, Alex, that's so honest of you. How nice. And I said, oh, it's no trouble at all, my dear. And then I felt really good about it. And then I realized that I had miscounted, and she had actually given me the correct change.
Yeah.
And so I just basically donated 100 yen to the shop.
Scrambled eggs all over my face.
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
Like scrambled eggs all over my face. Now, this confirms my anti-Costanzism, because I could imagine a Larry David type character saying, excuse me, I think I was mistaken when I gave you that 100 yen. Could you just open up the register and toss me a coin? And I didn't. Hey, how's the job search going?
We ain't found shit.
No, Alex. What up, Al?
There's gotta be a Jerry Lewis voice filter. Right?
It's probably being developed.
Good.
Somewhere. Probably at IBM. A lot of research going into that.
Yeah.
It's actually going to be the voice of Watson.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I can't wait till he comes back to Jeopardy. That'll be great. Not that he is, but still.
I don't know what you're
Great
talking
if he had
about.
that voice.
Oh, the computer. Yes.
Yeah, the computer Watson.
There we
He
go.
played Jeopardy.
Yes.
You should have this voice.
I'm Alex. That's not ringing a bell.
I'm Watson.
But he just answers every question with Alex.
No, let's not go that far.
What is Alex?
What's Alex? Excuse me.
I'll take Alex for 400. Alex.
Well, the host name is Alex.
Exactly. That was the joke.
Yeah, no, I didn't know.
Oh.
I didn't know where you were going then.
Oh.
What up, Al?
Right, yeah. Or a Luigi voice.
Oh my god!
Shut up. Did I tell you about the time I won a presidential award?
No, what?
Yeah, when I graduated 6th grade, I won a presidential award that they presented with me at the final assembly.
Wow.
Yeah, I pretty much won 6th grade because that day was also preceded by a lot of like emotional shit. Like I kind of got not entirely beat up, but I did get thrown to the ground.
What? How did that happen?
And then
Was this for your outspoken views on Abadox?
No,
Oh.
I tried to attempt a punch because I had succeeded in the previous grade.
Wow.
And it didn't follow through this time. And then I got hugged by a girl I liked.
Why did that kid want to
then-
punch you?
I sold an NES to get a Super NES.
Shut up. No. First of all, it was the other way around.
Oh.
I tried to punch him, and then I missed, and then I got thrown to the
But
ground.
why did you punch him in the first place?
I was just sick of his shit.
Well,
There's a lot of strife.
What was his shit? I gotta know.
don't.
I gotta know the Ray facts.
Just being annoying, I guess. I don't really remember that well.
Okay.
Just being really taunting.
Okay.
So I just tried to end it, and I didn't. But what I tried to say is that the grade before that, I did succeed at a punch,
Ooh.
and that pretty much ended everything that was bugging me at that time that led to that.
Wow.
But that's not the story.
So-
The story was that I ended up winning 6th grade
Okay.
because I was the only kid in the school brought up in that assembly to get presented with that award. It was essentially the president's educational award for something. But anyway, it's still around. I'll go back and read it someday.
Are you wearing it around your neck right now?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a framed thing. That'd be hard to.
I know. I can imagine you doing it.
I'm Ray.
No, I wouldn't want to be like Flavor Flav or anything.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Black man doing his motherfucking thing in the world, baby.
That's been my motivational thought for the past week.
Yeah.
My first year in Japan, I was fresh out of college. For some reason, I was obsessed with writing Dragon Quest poetry. Is that a bad idea? What do you think?
There's no drop
Don't
for
answer
that.
that.
There's no
that's
drop for
that's
that.
the drop. It is its own drop.
No. Yeah.
And it was, I had some fun with it. I'm only happy with one of them.
Really?
It was like, yeah.
How about none of them?
I like one
I'm
of them.
telling you right now, don't be proud of any of them.
Why? Hey, fuck you. I'm allowed to be proud of something I wrote.
Sorry, I come from a little bit of bias because I don't like poetry.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
I thought you were cultured.
He is only the head of the Seattle Opera Guild and one of the finest directors in the world.
All right,
I'm not.
That's about it. I fell into a vortex.
I don't believe you.
I fell into a vortex of like I needed some sort of creative outlet to do something really wacky.
I understand
and
that.
it turned into a video game poetry. So there you go.
Yeah. No, I understand that part. That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, that's right. You're just in love with the thing.
I have a wacky creative outlet.
You do?
Yeah.
So why are you fucking making fun of me for it?
And none of that I don't know.
Because it's not Dragon Quest poetry, dude.
But it's still something you... All right, never mind. Just go move on with it. So I wake up at 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. I'm sitting upright in my bed because I hear somebody trying to get into my apartment.
Uh-huh.
And when I say trying to get into my apartment, I don't mean banging down the door or breaking something. I mean with a key, like there's a scratching noise that I can clearly make out.
Right, just regular clicking, try and open the door.
Yes, and I figure this is weird because I live alone. So I get up out of the bed, and I throw open the door, and I go into the hallway, and I go to the entryway, and I look out the little peephole, and there's this tall dude in a black leather jacket and with a Jew-fro and a mustache.
Oh, shit.
And next to him is, I guess, his tiny Japanese girlfriend. And he is clearly drunk and on the wrong floor and trying to open the wrong door.
I wouldn't have believed it.
And I want to kind of get him away so I can go back to bed. So I unlock the door and I open it up. And he's clearly shocked for a moment. And I just go, hey, man, I think you're on the wrong floor. And then without a word, he and his girlfriend just turn and start walking back down the hall.
Well, that's good.
It is, but it was awkward, and I felt it was awkward, so I actually stepped out into the hallway, like to try to make him feel better.
and do what?
I shouted down, like they were a few feet away. I shouted down, "Hey, it's happened to me before. Sometimes you go out, you drink a little too much, and you wind up." And then without even turning around, he just goes, "I don't need your life story, man." Even in my own dreams, I'm a loser. Should I be recording this as a song? I just realized I'm about 556 measures in. Oh, there's some news in my neighborhood.
Yes, like literally your actual Nagoya
they're
neighborhood?
putting in a new convenience store.
Oh, fuck. This I want to hear.
Well, yeah, but it opens at the end of the month, but I'm probably moving in about a month, so I'm only going to be able to enjoy it for a little while. I know.
This is pretty crazy because you live very close to a convenience store.
I do, mini
pretty
stop.
much your lifeline.
But to get there, it's catty corner to my apartment, so I have to cross 2 streets. But this Family Mart is only 1 street cross away, so this is a game changer, folks.
Yeah.
Because I also went on Thursday. My friend James was in town with his wife, and we stopped at chicken wing chain Yamachan, which I'm a huge fan of. It's a Nagoya specialty, these chicken wings. And it's not even a complex recipe. It's really just a lot of pepper.
Yeah.
And some soy sauce. And I think some variations on the recipe also have them covered in sesame seeds, but Yamachan doesn't do that. They just go straight for the pepper.
I see.
And it's fantastic, and we had dozens of them, and then I had more last night, and oh, God.
Yeah, I've had it too when I visited you before.
Had them.
And yeah, it's really good. I didn't know the thing about the sesame seeds, though, that was a thing.
Oh, yeah, there's a rival chain called Fudaibo, which does the sesame seeds. I think they're actually an older chain. Fribo, yes.
Frioli?
Fudai, like Fudai no Shiden.
Or like Alex
That
Frioli.
Fudai. Yeah, fuck you! Fuck you!
I'm Ray. You're a good friend.
I didn't even start. Hold on, it's my turn.
I'm Alex!
Okay.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
So, well, they got these new things in the stores called milk bites. They're from Kraft, I believe. They're
Milk is a liquid.
Yes, this is the thing.
How do you bite milk?
Let me explain this.
Here's some sperm.
They're small granola bars, packaged granola bars like you can find in the other aisles of the store, except these are towards the refrigerated products, and they're granola bars which have a milk glaze on them.
I got to Google this here because I got to know what this looks like.
Yeah, go ahead, because I might not be entirely correct because I don't have the box here in front of me.
Strawberry nutrition info. Get to know Mel the Milk Bite. Videos, photos, thoughts, fears, anxieties. Are you fucking kidding me?
Wait, what? Hold on, what?
Their milk bite mascot, Mel the Milk Bite, has videos, photos, thoughts, fears, and anxieties.
Holy shit! I did not know about this. I'm loading this up right now.
Hey, these look pretty
Folks,
good.
let's take a break and play some Google music. Keep going.
Yeah, these look pretty good. Right? Stop moving! Stop scrolling! Fucking, I'm trying to look at these. How do I get it to stop moving? I'm like an old man.
Is this like a flash site? Because I'm on my iPad here.
Yeah, well, I think it's flash. Yeah, and it keeps scrolling through all the flavors, but I want it to stop so I can look at them. Forget it. All right, I'm going to look at Mel's anxieties. Hang on.
Oh, I see. It's them trying to be cute. Okay.
Kraft Milk Bite, milk and granola bars. Okay, about Kraft Milk Bite. Hello, I'm Mel the Milk Bite. I'm part milk, I'm part granola. I'm completely confused. Video diaries.
Oh no. Okay, that sounds too cheesy.
You sure?
Unless you really want to play the damn video, which I know is not going to be funny or entertaining anyway.
This is pretty good.
I can't hear it.
You hearing this?
No.
Oh,
You mixed it.
never mind then.
All right, then forget that.
Hang on. Filters. Like Kraft Milk Bite milk. I'm not going to like him just yet. He's got to prove himself. Okay, he's sitting on a laptop.
Hey, it's me, Mel the Milk Bite, and I just wanted to try some new camera filters on my computer here. I just found them, and they're pretty
Is this
cool,
happening?
So.
Wow.
Oh. Hey.
Somebody actually made this.
All right, let's see. What is this?
I wish we could all see it.
Yeah, folks. You know, it's basically if you ever played around with the filter effects in photo booth.
Is that a familiar voice at all? Because I'm assuming it might be some comedian we know.
Oh.
Maybe.
I can't even tell where I'm.
Yeah, he's. I don't know. I have no idea who that is. You know what?
How
I'm gonna
long
look
is
it up.
this?
It's got about 20 seconds left on it.
Okay. Thank God you didn't say minutes.
20 minutes left. Just all that like 80s, 90s action stuff that I, for some reason, didn't see. Because I was horribly squeamish as a kid. Like, the sight of blood would send me into a pee shock. Like, I would just crumble to the floor.
Yeah.
And I can pinpoint the exact time that happened to me. I'm making like a pointing motion at the microphone. Like you can see this.
Folks, visualize it.
It was the TV trailer for Problem Child 2.
Uh-huh.
And during the film...
Keep going.
There's a part of the trailer where the kid obviously hates the bride that his dad is marrying. He hates his dad's girlfriend.
Yes, that is the gist of Problem Child.
Yeah. So he at one point he pushes a boulder over her.
Yes.
And
please ignore me.
The trailer doesn't tell you, doesn't make it explicit that the rock, the boulder that the kid pushes, has a red heart on it because it's sort of a romantic destination, I guess, for lovers.
Was it a boulder at like a dance?
I don't know. No, I don't remember. It was a popular at like some kind of a resort or national park kind of thing. There was this boulder with a red heart on it, and he pushes the rock onto the girl, and it's hilarious. But in the trailer for the movie, the rock rolls over her, and then the rock rolls into view with the camera, and you see the red heart on it. But I didn't know it was supposed to be a heart, and I thought it was just her blood and guts that were now all over the rock. And I was sick to my stomach for days after watching this commercial as a kid. And every time it came on, every time I heard the opening notes of Bad, every time I heard, I'd start to get nauseous. And oh god, it's that fucking commercial again.
And with me, as always, the Snooky to my rest of America, Alex Fraioli.
You're a cashier.
Oh my God.
What's going on?
It's really, oh man, it's really happening now, isn't it?
Hi, folks. Nice to be here.
We're 5 episodes in, and you're already just knocking it all down.
You're
taking your arm to the tower of cards and just swiping it like some petulant child.
My aim is to destroy the show from the inside. Part of the reason that I decided to make this move is because at first I didn't want to. I was actually going to stay and take a junior high school position closer to where I am now because I didn't want to give up those private lessons on Tuesdays. But as it turns out, I'm pretty sure that my private students are getting sick of me because I brought it up the other day. Oh, hey, folks, there's a possibility I may have to move just to kind of gauge their response. And they're like, oh, that's a shame. Well, I guess I'll see you. So, and I've been teaching some of these people for over 4 years.
Yeah, and then you leave, and as soon as you close the door, they start up the party music.
Yeah.
And that's your drop, which you can play right now if you want.
Oh yeah, hang on. Did I misunderstand?
Yeah. No, that was it.
All right, hey, all right.
Love it.
Cool.
Pac-Man for NES. I'm jizzing in my pants right now.
Fantastic.
We're gonna show up at the courthouse, and we're gonna have to give because they need a reason. You have to have a legitimate reason for getting divorced, and we'll just give them a flash drive with all of these episodes on it.
I actually have 2 new fast food options around here.
You are kidding.
The first one is Five Guys Burgers.
I have heard of that.
They make fancy burgers. Not really fancy, but like it's purported to be fancy. I should say first that I've never been to either of these new locations. Well, actually, the second one's Subway, and I've been to Subway before, but not this one.
So you're just wasting our time right now.
Of course. Hi, do you know what show you're listening to? Come on. Terrible. This is terrible. Our 5th episode is definitely not even the zenith.
One for the books.
If you want, I could say a few more things about Microsoft Flight. No?
Fine.
Computer games.
Fine. Yeah, fine. Whatever.
You'll take anything at this point.
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to take off my fucking headphones and lay on the couch for 10 minutes, and you're going to say your thing about airplanes.
No, that's not how I want it.
I'm kidding. I don't care.
No,
just go. I want to I'm going to participate. Come on, fly in the wings. Hey, would you like a little towel or a warm towel? Yes what they give out.
Well, the funny thing about Microsoft Flight, I think, is that they try and add some sort of light narrative to it. Like you're guided through by this disembodied female voice who sort of coaches you along things. Like she's supposed to be your co-pilot or whatever, but you never see her. So, she tries to be casual. Like one of the first missions you go to is like, oh, I have to go to a wedding party on a boat, and I need you. Let's go ahead and get you to land next to the boat, and then I'll go up there. And so you start on flying, and it's like in the middle of the flight. She's like, I'm playing ukulele at the party. Do you mind if I practice a little? And then it cuts to a short ukulele ditty.
What?
She's apparently playing in the plane with you.
Are you making this up?
I'm not making this up.
Who goes to weddings on boats? You know what the scariest dream I had was when I was a kid?
Yeah.
You do?
No, I mean no.
It was I guess I should say it was the worst nightmare I'd ever had as a kid. It was after Christmas.
Yeah.
No, it was Christmas. It was Christmas Day.
It took place the day after Christmas?
Both. Yeah. It was on Christmas Day. It took place the day after Christmas. How's that for weird?
Okay. No, I love it.
For Christmas that year, I had received a remote control truck, which is exactly what I wanted. I was so happy to get it. It was like a little Bigfoot monster truck, little remote control. I would take it around the driveway. Lots of fun.
I'm retroactively jealous.
And then when I went to bed, I had a nightmare. By the way, this is the only time in my life that I have ever actually woken up, like in a movie, and screamed no out loud. It was because I had a dream that I was playing with the monster truck on the pier, like on the edge of a dock, and these big guys came over, and they pushed me down, and they took the remote, and they intentionally drove the truck into the water.
Oh, man.
And then I woke up screaming no.
That's evil.
Yeah, I know.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't know, man.
Man.
I have a lot of dreams where I just kick myself in the balls.
Folks, that's DJ Alex. Catch him Thursdays at Vogue, the hot new club.
Michael Bay,
Alex Honey.
Michael Bay.
I'm Ray. I'm Ray. I'm Ray. I'm Ray. I'm Ray. I'm Ray. I'm Ray.
That's
I'm Ray. I'm Ray. I'm Ray. I'm Ray. I'm Ray. I'm Ray.
folks. If you thought I couldn't break through the bottom of the barrel, this is it. This is absolutely our final show. I'd like to thank everyone who supported us in the beginning. Specifically, I'd like to thank Alex for his modicum of support and help and assistance and being a good friend for at least one episode. And are you done?
I'm sorry, Ray.
Jesus Christ, I'm fucking mighty.
But here we go. I just searched watchtower.org for video games. Young people ask, should I play electronic games?
Oh, God.
Electronic games are more than just high-tech entertainment. True, they challenge your skill and help keep boredom at bay, but they do more. Electronic games can sharpen your reflexes, and studies indicate that playing these games improves visual attention.
Well, that's nice.
Some of them may even enhance your math and reading skills. Besides, the latest electronic game is likely to be the topic of schoolyard conversation. If you've played the game, you have something to talk about with your peers. Of course, it's up to your parents whether or not you're allowed to play electronic games. Colossians 3:20. If they permit you to do so, you should be able to find a game that is both exciting and morally acceptable. Why, though, do you need to be especially cautious?
Yeah.
How often do you play electronic games? A, rarely. B, once a week. C, every day.
Oh, C.
Okay. How much time do you spend when you play a game? A, a few minutes. B, an hour or less. C, more than 2 hours.
I guess more C. Yeah.
Okay. What type of games do you like most? A, car racing. B, sports. C, first-person shooter. D, other.
Other.
Other. Write the name of an electronic game that you know would not be good for you to play.
Oh, Dragon Quest 9.
The Mario Brothers.
You trying to hurt me?
Just go ahead.
Okay.
This isn't you, it's me.
16-year-old Brian says, computer games are exciting and cool. But as you likely already know, not all games are harmless. Brian admits, you get to do things in the game that you would never actually do in real life. Not without getting into serious trouble, that is.
Yeah.
What type of behavior do these games encourage? Many games blatantly promote immorality, profanity, and violence, all condemned by the Bible. Psalms 11:5, Galatians 5:19-21, Colossians 3:8. Some games glorify occult practices. Adrian, 18, describes one popular game as featuring gang wars, drug use, explicit sexual content, foul language, intense violence, blood, and gore.
Just another day at the office for Peter Moore.
And each new release seems to make previous games look tame in comparison. James, 19, says that the most popular of these games can be played live on the internet. This ability takes gaming to a whole new level.
Good grief, more Satan's boners.
From your home computer,
says James,
you can challenge people who live on the other side of the world.
Not really an accent. See, when you said
role-playing games have become hugely popular. In these, participants create online characters, whether human, animal, or a blend of both, that inhabit a computer-generated world populated by thousands of other players. This online world contains shops, cars, homes, dance clubs, brothels. In essence, it is a replica of the real world. The players in these games are able to instant message one another as their computer-generated characters, called avatars, interact.
Is there more?
There's one more paragraph.
Okay, go ahead.
What goes on in these virtual worlds? Ordinary people indulge in activities they never would or could do in real life, says one journalist. He adds, sex is commonplace, as is prostitution.
That was me, by the way.
Just by pressing a few buttons, the players can make their avatars engage in sex acts, while the real-world participants talk about sex via instant messaging. In addition, these worlds are full of virtual crimes, mafia men, pimps, extortionists, counterfeiters, and assassins, says the journal New Scientist. Another magazine reports that
critics have raised concerns about activities that would be illegal in the real world, such as the brothel that features rape fantasies, or people who indulge in sex acts using avatars that resemble children.
Koopa straps Toad into a chair.
Well, there you go. Folks, keep your nose clean, and we'll see you next week. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show. We ran a credit card skimmer at the local Kroger, and we'll read off the numbers.
Oh, fuck, I dropped the straw! No! God damn it!